Hello all, I'm Kalen North, and today we're going to be taking on another level 6 adversary. We're going to be using Sharp Fangs Behind the Leaves to take out the French and France 6. We will be playing with Branch and Claw and events turned on. I think it's a little cheesy sometimes to use Command Beasts with Fangs, although I will certainly do it without any apologies for speedruns. But for this game, we're going to try and do it with events instead. I'm going to spread out my presence to start with, which is nice here. Get a bonus Explorer in land 2, and we're going to use a pretty standard Fangs bottom track build. I'm going to gain a power card turn 1, look at the minor deck, look for things with plant or animal or both. In this case, we didn't get plant or animal or both, but we do have some options here. Animated Rackroot is a little underwhelming for us, doesn't have great elements. Plant is nice, but everything here has plant. Song of Sanctity could be pretty useful for pushing a bunch of explorers around, but the bigger thing there is it's going to potentially be blight removal. So I'm thinking about that one seriously. Shadows of the Burning Forest, getting in a little extra fear and being able to push invaders out of a jungle or mountain could help a lot with clearing out land 8, for example. And then Rouse the Trees and Stones is really nice for clearing out towns and getting explorers moved. But the downside to Rouse the Trees and Stones, of course, is that we need Sacred Sites to target it, and also it needs to target a land without Blight. So that's going to be a lot less appealing. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take Song of Sanctity, just because I'd really love to get rid of that Blight in land 4, and it might have some utility later on as well. I'm going to go from the bottom track into land 4, and we're going to start off with Prey on the Builders and Terrifying Chase. We'll finish playing cards. I'm not going to convert a presence to a beast on the first turn. I don't think we need to that badly. So I'm going to just simply Prey on the Builders in land 5, and then Ranging Hunt to bring that presence and beast somewhere else. I think most likely to land 2. I could, however, just push them into land 4 and set up a Sacred Site for next turn. But I'm not sure which of those. I think I'd rather get it into land 2, just to have a beast and presence on the coast there already, rather than doing the Sacred Site in land 4. Alright, Invaders explore in the mountains, and we get to add a bonus Explorer. As always, I'm going to put that bonus Explorer into land 8, where I'm about to push from. And I'm going to Terrifying Chase, and I'm going to shove a bunch of stuff from land 8 into land 6 and 7. So we're going to push the Invaders to land 6. We're going to push the Dahan, if I can click on the Dahan, to land 7. Then next turn, we're going to set up for a big Ranging Hunt. If we can get another power with Animal, which we did. Teeming Rivers is a decent choice. Can add beasts, can clear out Blight from mountains and wetlands. It's not the greatest of cards. Pact of the Joined Hunt is potentially a little more interesting, with being able to deal some damage, but it also has that plant and animal. And then Call to Isolation is one I really like, just for example, solving land 7 immediately here, and just pushing that problem off to a little bit later on in the game. I think that my choice... Quick in the Earth Struggle is also worth noting. It does have animal, but Sacred Site range 0 with Fangs is usually not what we want out of a power card, so I'm going to just skip Quick in this game. Call to Isolation I'm going to take. I'm going to go from the bottom track again, and we're going to grow into land 2. Is that right? Yeah, into land 2. And we're going to convert a beast there. And then we're going to play Call to Isolation, Too Near the Jungle, and Teeth Gleam from Darkness. Call to Isolation solves land 7. We could use it to solve land 3, but I'd rather just let the Ravage happen there. It's one of those where taking a Blight in that corner is not going to hurt us too badly. And if Sands does come up again, we can probably find some other way to deal with it. Call to Isolation here lets me get these Explorers out of the way. I'm going to shove them into land 6, just make that a nice big problem area for later on. One of the reasons land 6 is a nice place for a problem area is that It's a wetland, so if we do go majors at some point, if we get something like a sea monsters, we can target it, which is going to be really, really good for us. But generally, that's sort of a low probability contingency. I am going to take out the 2 explorers in land 2, and then I'm going to leave the beasts where they are, so that I can set up next turn to take out the city before it ravages. And we get an event. This is Strange Tales Tract Explorers, which I don't believe we have any sacred sites, so we should be good here. Each beast deals 2 damage, which is going to do very little, unfortunately. And we get to add a Dahan to a mountain or sands, which... Oh no, it does... Never mind, it does do something. We take out the city and land 2, so now our mountains are solved. And then I'm going to Coming of Age in land 3 so that the land clears as it blights, which is going to be a lot better than what we were going to have before. Each player removes a town or explorer from a land where it's the only invader. Well, land 1 is our best target by far here, because France 6 says our explorers can't die to fear cards, so... And they explore in the wetlands, which is fine. We'll be able to deal with this. We get to add a bonus explorer. I'm going to add that bonus explorer in land 7, where they'll die in the Ravage cleanly next turn. And then Teeth Gleam from Darkness. I'm going to let land 6 continue to be a problem. We're not going to lose to towns on it. They'll build a city and 3 more towns. But I would like to clear up land 1 so that they don't build there at all. So I'm going to go ahead and Teeth Gleam from Darkness there to set up a ranging hunt next turn. Which we'll probably need to reclaim for. Because Song of Sanctity only provides plant. And then Too Near the Jungle, I'm going to use to clean up... I'm going to clean up one of the explorers in land 6. So, this turn, because of taking Song of Sanctity and not getting that plant animal card in our draft, we are going to have to reclaim if we want a ranging hunt this turn, so I'm going to go ahead and reclaim cards, gain a new minor power. Here, I'd really love to take something with 0 cost if I can. Here There Be Monsters is probably pretty good. Gnawing Rootbiters could be useful, but is less appealing, just because we don't need the town control so much. Whereas Here There Be Monsters is going to give us some nice fear, and also has that animal element. Fleshrot Fever is an interesting pick. Disease is really good against France, but it does cost 1, and so I'm less enthused about it right now, just because we're a little tight on energy. Dark Entangled Woods has plant, but no animal, and does cause fear, but Mountains and Jungles Ravaging is not really our top priority right now. Wetlands is definitely our top priority. So I'm going to take Here There Be Monsters. I'm going to place a presence. I'm going to go from the bottom track still, get that Reclaim 1 even if it doesn't do anything immediately. But that way next turn when we hit 4 card plays, we'll be able to do some pretty nuts things. As far as where we place presence, I want to put presence in land 1 so that I can get some presence into land 6 and probably try and stop the... Oh no, I'm not going to be able to stop the build because I need to Teeth Gleam and Too Near the Jungle in order to get our ranging hunt. So instead, I'm going to play Here There Be Monsters and just work on getting the fear. So we'll finish playing cards. We're not going to convert a beast again. We are going to ranging hunt, take out land 1, and then push those beasts into land 6, which is going to be our problem area, and do what we can next turn to clear it. Years of Little Rain, alright. So we don't actually have any lands with Dahan right now. And so I'd actually really prefer to let the land wither because that's going to drop those towns' health and cause the beast's attack to do way more damage, or to take out way more invaders as a result. So I'm actually going to just let the land wither here, even though we could pay for easing the drought. So let land wither. We have to add a blight to a sands. That's fine. We will take out the 2... towns, and then take out 2 explorers. So that's actually really, really nice. We get to grab a Dahan. into a land with invaders, so I'm going to pull the Dahan from land 1 into land 6. Just so that we have that there. Invaders build in the wetlands. Explore the jungles. Which, oh nice, they don't explore land 4. And we will add the extra town to land 8. And we're going to add the extra explorer. Oh, I should have gathered the Dahan differently, because then I could have put the explorer in land 1 to clear. We'll put the extra explorer in land 2, I think, because we've got disease there, so that's relatively safe. Now, Teeth Gleam from Darkness will be able to set up another beast in land 6. 2 near the jungle. We can take out an explorer. I'm going to take out an explorer in land 8. And then here there be monsters. I'm going to push the town from land 8, I believe, into land 6, because we're going to be able to take out 2 towns with our ranging hunt next turn. And that causes us some nice fear, which gets us a little closer to that terror level 2, which as soon as we hit that, we should win when we destroy the towns in land 6. So, I really want a ranging hunt again this turn, and so I'm actually going to just take do I need to take the energy spike? No, because I've got Song of Sanctity, so I can... Well, I'll take the energy spike and then grow to 4 card plays. Putting that extra card or extra presence in land 8. We'll reclaim 2 near the jungle. Play 2 near the jungle, Song of Sanctity, Prey on the Builders, and Call to Isolation. That'll get us our ranging hunt. We convert a presence into a beast in land 6. Finish playing cards. Ranging hunt to clear the towns. I'm not going to bother moving a presence from land 8. And that should do it. I guess I'll push the presence back out. So, move the presence into land 5. But there we go. That's France 6 with Sharp Fangs behind the leaves. If you get a good beast event early on like we did here, the game can just snap under control almost immediately and really work very well. That was a better RNG than I usually get, I think, with France. We only took 2 blight, 1 of them from an event, and we didn't lose a single Dahan, and we finished pretty darn fast with 8 cards left in the invader deck. So not every game's going to go that well, but sometimes the event deck just does it for you. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. If you have comments, thoughts, differing opinions on anything, let me know in the comments below or join me on Discord. Love to see you there. Thanks so much for watching.